Canada's been blessed with many talented strikers and number 9s, but none more unique than the 6'4", 24-year-old Promise David, who is attracting interest from multiple Premier League sides, such as West Ham United, Leeds United, and Wolverhampton Wanderers. 3 sides fighting for survival at the bottom of the Premier League and looking to find a way out of the relegation battle. And might just have their man, might just have their striker and their goal scorer to elevate them away from the bottom of the table in Promise David. Looking to sign him and bring him in the January transfer window to save one of these clubs' seasons. But I don't think this is the right move for Promise David. I don't think January is the right time for Promise David to make a step up to a top 5 league for the first time in his career to one of these sides. The fit doesn't make sense joining either of these 3 sides, and we're going to break it down and let you guys know why I believe it isn't the right time for Promise David to make a step to the Premier League. Before we do, guys, jump into the comments and let me know your thoughts if Promise David should join one of these 3 clubs or wait until the World Cup. Let me know your thoughts down below. Smash that like button, hit the sub button, and we're going to jump straight into it. Because it was all broken from a source at Team Talk, saying West Ham United are pushing to the front of the queue ahead of January for the Union Saint-Gilloise striker in Promise David, while Wolves and Leeds United are circling around the 24-year-old Canadian forward, but the Hammers are in pole position to get it done. As it also says, scouts are calling Promise David value, as he is currently at a price tag of 20 million, and that is a terrific fee for a number 9 who is proven to be a clinical finisher in Europe as well as the Belgian Pro League. This is a guy who had 24 goals in his debut season for Union Saint-Gilloise, where he carried them to their first league title in around 90 years. A remarkable and incredible feat for both the club as well as the Canadian number 9. While this season already having 9 goals in 20 matches, 6 goals in 7 starts, and 13 appearances in league play. He's proven to be a clinical finisher in Belgium as well as in the Champions League. Promise David is proving his worth and proving his talent. And yes, this is still a striker who is a late bloomer, who has come onto the European stage and to a quality league at a bit of a later age. And this is only his 2nd season with Union Saint-Gilloise, scoring consistently, playing very well, and proving himself at a very good level. But he is still a raw striker. He is still adapting and learning his game and learning his skill sets. He is still only 24 years old. He is still a raw striker and still a lot to learn in the world of football. But he has proven he can score goals, which is why he is attracting interest of sides from the Premier League, such as West Ham United, Leeds United, and Wolverhampton Wanderers. But if he goes to the Premier League, this would of course be his first time in a top 5 division, never being in a top 5 league before, and joining a club such as West Ham, Leeds, or Wolves, you would be in a high pressure, high stoking environment from the jump, from the get-go. In January, joining sides that are threatened for relegation, fighting for their lives, looking for survival, finding their man who will put the ball in the back of the net, save their season, and save themselves this year. That is a lot of pressure for a young striker still learning his trade, still very raw, and as well, never being in a top 5 league before. That is a lot to ask for Promise David to shoulder the burden of, to join one of these clubs that doesn't have a great track record of having an out-and-out number 9 and goal scorer, such as West Ham United. Let's analyze all 3 options. West Ham United are a side that have struggled to find a true goal scorer for a very long time. Their signings haven't gone very well and haven't gone their way when bringing in a number 9 and a striker. Recently, you have Gianluca Scamacca, who did great in the Serie A when they brought him in, and failed miserably with West Ham United. This recently, you have Nicolas Füllkrug, had a great record in the Bundesliga, but has fallen and has not played very well or up to the standards in the Premier League for West Ham United. Their track record at number 9 is a true curse and a graveyard. Has not gone well for the Hammers recently. Leeds United have brought in Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a Premier League proven goal scorer, but with an injury record that is as long as the day, and it has not gone well for himself or Lucas Nemecha, who they both brought in. But Leeds United need a number 10. It would be very surprising if they spent big in January on a striker, and it would be surprising if they went for Promise David. And at the same time, Wolverhampton Wanderers have a decent number 9 in Jakob Strand Larsen, but are having one of the worst seasons in Premier League history, which would be an abysmal choice for Promise David to make his first step up to a top 5 league and join a side that is more than likely going down with one of the worst records ever in the league's history and would be set immediately for a second division. These 3 clubs have disaster written all over it for Promise David. It isn't the right move. These 3 clubs all have red flags waving all over them for a January transfer for Promise David, and the high stake, high level, and high pressure of this move for Promise David would make it a very difficult one. And why have that pressure on him when he is having such a good year? Like I said, he has proven he can score in Belgium as well as Europe this year. He is scoring game winners against clubs in the Champions League. Why doesn't Promise David stay where he is in Belgium at Union Saint-Gilloise, run it back, go win the league title once again, go out and have a good run in the Champions League, possibly get out of the league phase with Union Saint-Gilloise, bolster your transfer fee, bolster your goal scoring record, continue to learn your game at a club in Union Saint-Gilloise who have also lost their manager this year and are continuing to play great football. Stay with them, have a great year, which is what I truly believe he should do. The Premier League isn't the right move yet. It isn't the right time, especially in January. It is a very difficult to make the jump to a top 5 league, especially the Premier League, in January and succeed. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying it's a difficult ask and a difficult task for Promise David. But at the same time, he can have a great season in Belgium, in the Champions League, go to the World Cup, have a successful campaign, and in the summer, you go find a new club, a better suitor than one of these 3 sides, and possibly a different league that suits him even better, a tall, physical striker who's quick and great in the air. Screams Bundesliga to me. I think he could fit it very well. And if you wait till after the World Cup, you wait till the season's done, you might just be able to find a better club, a better situation, and a team where you can jump into, have a preseason with, and work your way in with very well. Because he's already in a perfect situation at Union Saint-Gilloise, so why leave it for a club in disaster in one of these 3 sides? Not saying they're all going to go down. I'm not saying they're going to all go down, but they have the potential to. So why risk a very good season for potentially going to the championship, potentially being thrown in to the limelight, being thrown in to a failure situation in the Premier League? So what I'm saying is he stays where he's at. Stay at Union Saint-Gilloise. Continue to score goals. Continue to learn his game and play at a high level in the Champions League. Let me know your guys' decisions down below, but I truly believe Promise David shouldn't move yet to the Premier League or one of these sides in January. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Smash that like button, hit the sub button. I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.